Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be finally demolding our soft PU foam Goblin Troll squish. I can't wait. Let's jump into it. Jump. Good idea. Now this has actually gone off and it does feel, it feels quite cool because where I picked this up and played with it as it was going off, it's quite dense and it's very, very hard rubbery. So very high shore hardness, I would say, compared to where it just overspilled onto the table and then it just foamed out and puffed up kind of under its own steam, and it's obviously quite soft here than it is there, so that's interesting. Dense, not dense, and it peels off quite nicely and it feels like the same consistency of a little squish. Woo! Right, let's put that aside. Let's try and remove the cup. That's no longer a cup. Yeah, bin. Can we prise this guy off the table? Yes, that's good. Bit of spill out all over. Let's just do a very rough and ready clean. That's that. This to me looks quite tricky because everything's stuck together. It didn't go as planned. So where the soft foam interacts with the model, I'm just going to try and cut any kind of joining bits off as best I can.
Oh.
Now we do know that towards the end of the last pour, I decided to touch the foam on top and all of a sudden it lost its strength. But you can also see how the foam has pushed apart the mould, so nothing here lines up. So I'm expecting quite a lot of flash. I'm quite nervous about this because it doesn't look great. Didn't go well, the pour didn't on the last video. Let's just see what happens. So we can see that the legs have actually formed. Oh, okay. Hey, that's not bad. That is not bad. That is not bad. It's just a case of prising off now. I've got a sneaky suspicion that the fingers and the extremities didn't actually form very well. Now, this is just a prediction. I've not seen it yet, but I'm just about to get to that point now. So let's just see. Wow, the ears seem really flimsy. There's so much flash. It is ridiculous. Wow, look at that. So I need to clean the mould up for next time. But it looks like it's actually formed. Looks like an angel squish. Look at that. Right, the best way to remove this flash is going to be scissors, I think. I don't think I can tear it very well. Oh, no, I can't. I think the interesting thing here is there's so much flash on here because the mould, because the polyurethane foam actually expanded and pushed the mould pieces apart, which meant that the flashing could then wick into all the gaps and the cracks in between the two mould faces. Now there's a lot of cleanup required here for not a lot of gain, so I think I might just repeat the pour and just see what happens. Does look pretty cool though, very happy with it. But it's not perfect. This guy, he's given me some ideas. Because Christmas is on the horizon, this guy could be the Goblin troll on the shelf. You can't see it. I'm so chuffed with that. But the great thing about this is he's really flexible. He's very squishy. Look how squishy. Right, okay, so let's clean up. This mould, there's a few little bits and bobs in the mould that need to come out. So it's really important to keep this mould together. So let's just quickly keep the mould together. Now, what did we learn on the last pour? We learned that we put far too much expanding foam in. So what the total volume was 240 mil. So we had ratio 2:1, and then measurements in divisions of 80 mil. Put the old gloves back on. Gloves, check. It's glove time. Oh. Right, skizzy whizzes, away. Knife, away. Scrapering, away. We need to measure. Right, so measuring cups as before. So we'll measure everything out here, we'll pour it into here, and we'll mix it with this stick. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there because last time it was a nightmare. Speed was not on my side. So just to go back over quantities, it's 2:1. So we need 100 of the poly, 50 of the cyanate. That's half the dose. So let's go down to 120 in increments of 40. So I'll do 80 of the poly. Shake it, shake it. 80 of the poly. I know you shouldn't really hold stuff while you measure it out, but it might help if I look at the right unit of measure. Okay, so there's 80. 80 of that. Put the lid back on. I'm trying to be as quick as I can here because last time speed was against me, time was against me, and my own brain of mixing was against me. So I don't even want that master cup. It's all going to happen in this one. So we have 80 mil in there. So I'm going to top it up to 120 with this after I've put my breathing apparatus on.
When I mix this, I'm going to count to 5 seconds in my head and then just pour it. Hopefully I don't mess up. Right, forget the lid, let's just mix. And then drop it in. So this is my control. I'm going to keep an eye on this because when it starts to turn white, I know the reaction. Oh, look! I love this stuff. So, and again, I put too much in, haven't I? So I halved the mix. I went from 240 ml combined, or total mix, down to 120 ml, and look what's happening. Right, well, there's not much more I can do now, so join me in the next video when I demold this version. So hopefully, with the two molds being pressed together, we shouldn't get any PU foam kind of wicking through the gaps between the actual cavities, the two cavities of the mold. Right, that's me out.
Right, that's it for today. We can't do any more until this foam goes off. A pretty successful pour, if I do say so myself, and I've probably just jinxed it. But who cares? Who cares?